Hi, everyone. I'm Sam Wilson Jr., and this is the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast, the music podcast on where I interview singers and musicians from genres of black music: gospel, jazz, blues, old school classic soul, old school hip hop, today's hip hop and R&B, Caribbean, Latin, Afrobeat, Afro-Latina, blue-eyed soul, disco, go-go, line dances, and the Lost 45s. So come with me as I take you on to a trip to the destination genre of black music right now on the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. Legal Shield is a proud sponsor of the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. Have you been involved in any types of accidents? Have you been a victim of identity theft? Have you been a victim of a computer fraud scam? Have you been in disputes with your tenants or landlords? If your loved one dies and they didn't write up a will for you or for your family, or you and your spouse are filing for divorce, or if you need help by opening up your small business, give Legal Shield a try. Visit their website at LegalShield.com and tell them you heard it here on the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. Do it today. You'll be glad you did. I'm Sam Wilson Jr., creator and host of the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. Now, before I bring up my special guest, I have good news to share with you. I have a new website, and you can look for it at the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast.com. That's right, folks. I have a new website called the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast.com. If you have a computer, laptop, notebook, or if you have a desktop computer and it has either MSN or AOL, make sure you type in the name of my podcast website, the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast.com. And if you have Google on your smartphone, make sure you type in the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast.com. That's where you find all of my news blogs, or whatever you want to call it. That's where I tell you what's going to be on the next episode for the entire month. So please check out my website and please pass it on. Make sure you check out my website, the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast.com. That's the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast.com. In the meantime, enjoy today's episode and thank you for your support. Welcome to the Black Soul Music Experience. I'm Sam Wilson Jr., and I have a special guest on my show, and we have two guests. One is a returning guest, and the other one is my new guest, and they are songwriters. Now, let me introduce my returning guest. She represents the country of Wales. She is a singer and songwriter who sings genres of music: pop, country, soft rock, and blue-eyed soul. And the other ones are the songwriters who have written their new song, and it's called Never Gonna Stop, which is the new song will be dropping this summer. And you can look for it on all different platforms. So please help me welcome to the Black Soul Music Experience, ladies and gentlemen, my returning guest, Miss Karla Lynette, and her co-writers, Swaggy and Sino. Hey, folks, how are y'all doing?
I'm good.
What's going on? We good, we good.
Okay, welcome to my show. Glad to have y'all here. Karla, welcome back to my podcast.
It was a
And for the
pleasure.
first time, we're doing it free at the first time. So hopefully we'll be having some more of that real soon. So on this episode, we're going to be doing singers who have sung all different genres. And we're going to talk about your new song, Karla, which will be dropping soon. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. So let us begin, shall we? Now, Karla, the last time we've talked was about your upbringing in the country of Wales.
Yeah,
Since you grew up in Wales, was that the environment that you grew up in that made you the woman today?
I guess so, yeah.
Mm. Now, growing up, you were imitating Madonna. And since you were singing like Madonna on stage, have you ever gotten any feedback from the audience about your singing?
Yeah, all the time. I'd have them coming up. I'd have free drinks bought me. um, I have loads of people coming up to me after stage. They talk to me behind stage. I've had photos done with them. I've had a lot that say I look like her. I've had a lot say I sound like her from the early 80s. And I still get it today.
Okay. Now, you have sung different genres of music, which includes pop, soft rock, country, and blue-eyed soul. How does your singing voice matches those music genres?
Because I'm a personator and I can do all different things with my voice, so I can make myself sound like other people. If I wanted to be squeaky, then I'll be squeaky. And if I wanted to go deep like Cher, then I'll do Cher. I'll do Madonna, I'll do Dolly, I'll do all the old ones like from the 60s, Brenda Lee, and I can make myself sound like them. And then I have my
Mm.
own voice.
Oh, okay. Now, now let's talk about your new song, Never Gonna Stop. And since we have your guest, your co-writers of the song, they can jump on in too. Um, Now, guys, you wrote the song for Carla, and who was the producer behind your music?
It's co-produced because they got a producer and I produced myself. So I made the track. They jumped on. They just wrote with it and sang rap, actually, no song. And I just done my bit.
Okay. Now, guys, how did you get a chance to meet and hook up with Karla Lynette?
Through social media. She reached out. She liked the material. Um, the energy was right away, a connection, and I liked her voice, and I got a good ear for
I
music.
liked
So
him having, because he got like a 90s kind of vibe around him, like old school rap. That's why I kind of wanted to meet with him, and I knew he'd be perfect for the song. So I've had the song for like 3 years, and I just never could find the right rapper for it. So when I listened to him and I watched his videos on YouTube and I saw a couple of clips of him and I thought, yeah, he's perfect. And then I found out he has a brother as well. So I thought, wow, great too. And yeah, they're good
match,
rappers.
match, match made.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell us about the new song which will be dropping soon, Never Gonna Stop.
Yeah, I'm going to
Please share with
release
our
it.
audience
Was that
on
sorry?
what the song is about.
The song is a hip hop song and is about someone trying to make it when like starting out and how hard the music world can be and like poverty and growing up on streets and things like that, and you're never going to stop because it's something that I want to do. And I've had it for 3 years, so I wanted someone that would sound old school, so I thought they'd be perfect for it.
So is it kind of like a message song?
Yeah, I think you can like. There's going to be a lot of people if they want fame or anything like that. I think there'll be a lot of people that can connect with it because I wanted fame, but and some people struggle with it. So it's just telling you basically what I'm going to do, what I'm going to have, and it's like saying it's coming my way. And I
Okay,
think the younger
guys.
ones will be to connect with all that.
Oh, okay. Guys, do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I think it's just fresh and new. It's a new sound. You know what I'm saying? It catch right away. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Did you take time to hear it? Have you heard it?
Not yet. So I was
Okay.
trying to look for it to see if it was on iTunes yet, because most of the time when I look at new things from iTunes, or sometimes iTunes will give us a new updated software. So I
Okay.
would have to upgrade it, and sometimes will bring it unexpectedly. If I had to go out and I said, "Oh, come on, do you have to bring this stuff unexpectedly?" and I have to wait for 5 minutes to get it uploaded, and then you got some new stuff coming out. I said, like, "Oh, it's about time." Yeah. So hopefully we'll get the chance to see that song. And also, I've been and Carla, I've been get a chance to check out some of your other stuff the last
Nice.
time we talked on iTunes and on SoundCloud.
Right.
So I see that you're really I really enjoyed some of your music.
Thanks. Thank you.
Now, question, will you be doing any collaborations or various producers before the year is out?
Me, yeah? Or them? I will be, yeah. I got a couple of things lined up. One with Raven. Um, he's from Redbone. He's like from the old band. I got a song that we're working on, and I'll be doing that with him, collaborating with him. And obviously, I'll have a few more, but so far, that's just it for now.
Mhm. Speaking of the old band you just mentioned, have you kept in touch with some of the members when you went solo?
Yeah, I still talk to him, see him around, and things like that if I bump into him, because they like live in a different town to me, so it's very rare I would bump into him.
Okay. Now, here's a question that I always ask my guests. Living or dead, which artist or songwriter you wish you wanted to meet or to perform with?
Living or dead? Ariana Grande. I like her stuff. I like a few older stuff as well. Be nice to meet Madonna. Means I do Madonna.
Mhm.
um, I don't know, just some of the singers: Jessie J, Dolly Parton. Like, she's an icon of mine. Maybe a few old bands. I'd get to meet one. Raven.
Mhm.
Okay. And guys, I'll ask you the same question. Living or dead, which songwriter that you wish you wanted to meet or artist you want to meet with to write songs with?
Me.
Mhm.
Um, for me, I would have to say Nipsey Hussle and Biggie Smalls, two very iconic artists who paved the way for a lot
Okay.
of
We'll go
upcoming
with
artists
that.
like myself. Um,
Okay.
I mean, I mean, it's other people too, but I would just have to say those two for right now.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now, here on the Black Soul Music Experience podcast, I always ask my guests who are some of the top 10 R&B artists of all time. But since I have you, Carla, and our other new guest, we're going to do something a little different on this episode. We're going to do the Black Soul Music Experience top 10 singers who have crossed all genres. Now, here's how it works. We do it like a top 10 countdown, like the show America's Top 10, hosted by the late Casey Kasem. We will find out who are the bottom five, who were the best singers, but didn't get any recognition. In other words, they were on a major record label, but they didn't get their album marketed or promoted like it's supposed to. When we get to the top five, we will find out who was the best singer that crossed all genres. Did that artist receive any top 10 number one hits? Did that artist receive the single or an album which went gold or platinum or double platinum or triple platinum or today's diamond platinum? Did that artist receive a Grammy or American Music Award or an MTV VMA Award or a BET Award or a Soul Train Award? Did that artist performed on American Bandstand or Soul Train or the Midnight Special or NBC Saturday Night Live or Solid Gold? Or did they had their music video which either aired on BET or MTV or VH1 or any other music video shows that either aired on regular networks or in syndication? Did that artist had their own primetime special, whether it was on CBS or NBC or ABC, or did they had that special on PBS, whether it's great performances or they had their own special aired during Pledge Month, or did they had that live concert special either aired on Showtime or HBO? So I'm going to start off with my list, and you can think of yours, and guys, you can jump in too. So, number 10, I'm starting off with Mr. Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers came on the scene back in 1971. He was the lead singer and co founder of the group called First Edition. Now, he was the guy who was wearing them shades and had a beard. And I the first time that I saw him, they had their own variety special called Rolling on the River, and it was sponsored by Noxema Skin Cream. So then by the mid 70s, he changed gears and switched over to country music. And he got rid of the shades, but he kept the beard. And it was gray. And he had some top 10 country hits, including Lucille, The Gambler, and his number one hit, Lady, which was on Billboard's Hot 100 Pop Singles charts and also on Billboard's Country Singles charts. And that song was written and produced by Lionel Richie. So rest in peace to the one and only Mr. Kenny Rogers. Number 9, I'm putting a tie we have with a singer, Pink, coming out of Pennsylvania, who sung different genres of music. She started out with R&B with her debut LP called Caught in the Middle, and she had two singles out called There You Go, Acting Pitiful, and her follow-up called You Make Me Sick. And then by 2002, she had her new album called Misunderstood, and she switched gears. She changed over to pop. She had her song called I'm Coming Out, so you better get this party started. So that was a top 10 hit. And then by 2003, she switched over to rock with her LP called Try This. And she had two hits, including Trouble and If God Was a DJ. And I saw her performed on NBC's Saturday Night Live back on the first Saturday of December. And the guest was the Reverend Al Sharpton. So I tied Pink with Beyonce, coming out of Houston, Texas, member of Destiny's Child. And then by 2001, she went solo with her solo LP, Dangerously Crazy in Love, and other albums, including Lemonade. And she did some pop, R&B, and hip hop tunes. And then the unthinkable, her new album called Cowboy Carter, which was the first time you've seen Beyonce doing a country album. Now, that album was nominated for 13 Grammy Awards, including Best Album and Best Song and Best Duet. So, one of the songs that came out of that album was called Texas Roll'em. And when I was watching the Grammy Awards, Beyonce won the Grammy for Best Album in Country Music. It was number one on Billboard's Top 200 Albums charts and also number one on Billboard's Country Album charts. So you have all those naysayers out there and saying, "Why is Beyonce doing country? You should be back in your hip hop and R&B world." But she changed the game because she's not only she's doing country music, but also giving us a history lesson that country music was made by black folks. And me going to the Smithsonian's African American Museum in Washington, D.C., when I go up to the top floor, there it is. I see the fiddle and the banjo and everything that we didn't know about have all turned to gold. So we'll put Beyonce in the tie with Pink at number 9. Number 8, Mr. Lionel Richie, lead singer of the Commodores from 1974 until he went solo in 1982 with his debut self-titled LP. Lionel Richie had a couple of songs, including Truly and You Are. And then his second LP, Can't Slow Down, had some number one hits, including All Night Long. And then had some other tunes, including Running with the Night. And he had one country song on his Can't Slow Down LP called Stuck on You. And that song was crossover on Top 40 radio and also on country radio. So we'll put Lionel Richie at number 8. Number 7, Darius Rucker, lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish, and went out on his own. He did a genres of music, including pop, alternative rock, and country music. So he did that. So we'll put Darius Rucker at number 7. Number 6, the Material Girl, Madonna. And yes, she across all genres, including pop, blue eyed soul, and dance. Best remembered for all of her music videos. I've been seeing that on local TV and also MTV and BET and other video stations across the country. Best known for her signature boy toy belt and then all of her fishnets, clothing and everything. So I've seen all of the girls back in 1984 dressing up like Madonna. So she got everything. American Music Award winner, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the class of 2008, a record entrepreneur who has her own record label, Maverick Recording Company. So we'll put Madonna at number 6. Number 5, the Eagles. They're known for their genres, including pop, blue eyed soul, folk, roots, and soft rock. So they're known for their tunes, including Itchy Woman and There's a New Girl in Town, and I Can't Tell You Why. So those are the songs that I like from the Eagles. So we'll put the Eagles at number 5. Number 4, the Pointer Sisters. They came on the scene back in 1973 with their debut LP, The Pointer Sisters, and their debut LP had a mixture of R&B, soul, and jazz. So they crossed all genres. They did jazz, they did soul, they did pop, soft rock, and they did country with the song called Fairy Tale, and it won them a Grammy Award for Best Country Recording Female by Duo or Group. So we'll put the Pointer Sisters at number 4. Number 3, Chicago, coming out of Chicago, Illinois, formerly known as the Chicago Transit Authority. Their genres was jazz, R&B, blues, blue-eyed soul, disco, and soft rock. So they're known for their hits, including "Make Me Smile," "Color My World," "If You Leave Me Now," "Just You and Me," and many other tunes. We'll put Chicago at number 3. Number 2, Miss Linda Ronstadt. She have crossed all genres of music back in the 70s. She's done pop, soul, jazz, big band, soft rock, country, and her Latin album called Canciones de mi Padre, Songs of My Father. And I didn't know that Linda Ronstadt was Latin. So she won a Grammy Award for Best Latin Recording. So we'll put Linda Ronstadt at number 2. And number 1, I'm doing a tie with the late Ray Charles. He crossed all genres, including soul, R&B, blues, jazz, and country. He is best known for some of his songs, including Georgia on My Mind and his first country album called Modern Sounds in Country Western Music. He had his 2 hits, including I Can't Stop Loving You and Well You Don't Know Me. So we'll put Ray Charles at number 1. And I tied it with the Queen of Soul, the late Aretha Franklin, who have sung gospel, jazz, soul, pop, and opera. So I'm gonna
Didn't
give
know
you
she did
some of
opera.
those. Yes, and let me bring that to you. When I was watching the 1998 Grammy Awards live on CBS at Radio City Music Hall, the producers of the Grammys have came to Aretha. What happened was Luciano Pavarotti was supposed to perform, but he wasn't feeling well. So the producers came to Aretha and said, "Can you do this?" And she said, "I'll give it a shot." And when I was watching it, I said, "Man, Aretha can do opera." And she received a standing ovation. Everyone went, "Bravo!" And then you have some people were in tears when they saw her perform. And I believe it was at number 42 on the VH1's greatest rock and roll moments that appeared on television. So it was the unthinkable. Grammy Award winner, American Music Award winner, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the class of 1987 and a Kennedy Center honoree for the class of 1993. So I tie that with Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles. So that's my top 10 singers that have crossed all genres. Okay, Carla, do you have any of yours? Even if it's not number 10, up to 10 artists?
Um, there's Etta James, but she did soul. She was an R&B, was she? Or was she? Etta
She was
James.
also blues.
That's right. There's Etta James. There's God, I don't know. Rihanna. She's R&B.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the top of my head. I think you've just said them all.
Oh, okay. Guys, you have any of your favorites?
They might be like not off the grid, but they definitely top rank. I like Rick James. Um, just gonna be on the hip hop side because we are crossover. So I like Rest in Peace DMX, 50, Eminem, Rakim, Ice Cube, and I like Billie Eilish too. And
Oh,
of course,
yes, we got
and
to
of
put
course,
Billie Eilish in there too.
yeah, she's
She's best
definitely
known for doing
icon.
those
And then
different genres of music. when
James
Billie
Brown.
Eilish came out. Yeah.
James Brown.
James Brown.
Yes. Hmm.
And of course, we like Karla too. And then us, Swaggy Ty
Okay.
and Sino.
Yes. Yes.
Swaggy Ty
So
and
James
Sino.
Brown and yes, in case you may not know, hip hop was influenced by James Brown. So he's known
Absolutely.
for all of their sampling and everything. So when I be out at different clubs and I would say, "Hey, wait a minute, did they sample James Brown?"
Yeah,
And so I know it up at the top of my head. So I know that hip hop were influenced by James Brown. And in
absolutely.
case you may not know, Michael Jackson and Prince, they were
Uh,
influenced by
absolutely.
James Brown. Hmm.
And it's a list of
Yes.
others too.
So
It's a list of
okay.
others
You've got
as
a
well.
list.
Oh, alrighty. Well, Karla, it's a pleasure to have you back on the Black Soul Music Experience podcast. It's been a pleasure and continued success. And I'll be seeing some more of your tunes, what it will be on SoundCloud and on YouTube. And special shout Oh, okay. And special shout out to Swaggy and Sino. It's been a pleasure meeting with you for the first time. You had a wonderful collaboration with Karla. So I wish y'all the best, continued success. And y'all welcome to come on back. And if you have any more future projects, and this is my first time interviewing everyone on the
Yeah.
screen.
Oh,
So
Could we
okay.
get
this was the first.
could we get
Yeah.
some quick shout outs real quick? We got time for some quick shout outs?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. We want to say big shout out to you, myself, the Most High God, Karla, uh Shirley Lou, Hawk Tiff, Mom, Dad, Justin, the whole SK brand page, DJ Eric, Guapo, the Ivory Coast, and Karla again. If I missed you, SK brand page, you are included. Swaggy Ty, Karla, Samuel. Check out our new track, Never Gonna Stop. Salute.
Okay. And Karla, before we go, where can we follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram. It's actually where I normally go mostly, which is Karla Lynette 78. And you can also follow me on Twitter, which is now called X. I've just started Facebook, so you can follow me on Facebook. Just Google my name, Karla Lynette, and I'll pop up and you can follow me. YouTube,
Oh,
SoundCloud,
yes. Hmm.
and soon to be on every platform as well from the 30th.
Okay, perfect. Download all of the artists who have sung all genres that we have talked about on this edition of the Black Soul Music Experience podcast. Visit iTunes.com, Spotify.com, or purchase a CD at Amazon.com. Make sure you follow Miss Karla Lynette. Follow her on X, aka Twitter. Follow her on Instagram at Karla Lynette. Look for her on Facebook at Karla Lynette. And you can follow all of her songs on SoundCloud and coming soon to YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know more about my podcast, please visit my website at the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast.com. And if you want to know more about my podcast episodes, or if you want to check out this episode, please subscribe to the Black Soul Music Experience podcast. Look for me on these 5 platforms. I'm on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Pocket Cast. And the link is riverside.fm/studio/Samuel Wilson Jr.'s. Don't forget to add the S at the end, -studio. And I will be posting this episode on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And if you have a hard time getting on Riverside.fm, then please become a paid member and subscribe to patreon.com/the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast 6. Make sure you have your computer and your email address and your password and go on to the Patreon homepage. We see all of the Patreon shows done by different creators. And make sure you go to the search box and type in the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast 6, where you can check out all of my audio and video podcast episodes and video podcast clips that you may have missed. And if you have a hard time getting on to Patreon, then I will be posting this episode on YouTube. Please visit and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/the Black Soul Music Experience. If you like this episode, if you love this podcast, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment and please pass it on. Thank you for joining me as I close out this edition of the Black Soul Music Experience. Well, that's about it for this edition of the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. I'm Sam Wilson Jr. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in next week for an all-new episode. The Black Soul Music Experience Podcast is sponsored by the support of listeners and viewers like you. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. Look for my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Pocket Cast. And don't forget the link. The link is riverside.fm/studio/Samuel-Wilson Jr.'s-studio. And don't forget to check out my audio and video podcast episodes by becoming a member and subscribe to patreon.com/the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. And please check out my video podcast episodes by subscribing to youtube.com/the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. And please leave your comments, feedbacks, and replies by going to my Facebook homepage. Go to facebook.com/the Black Soul Music Experience Podcast. You can also tweet me on X, aka Twitter, at Sam Wilson Jr. 66. And follow me on Instagram at SAMM.Y2980. As always, partying, remember this. Reach for the top and your dreams will come true, and it can happen to you. From all of us, take care. God bless. Thanks for listening. Have a good week, and please be safe.